An expose you won't want to miss as we reveal what the authorities have hidden from the media and what implications it holds for the region's security. In this exclusive video, we delve into a covert operation that sheds light on Japan's unprecedented actions against Russian provocations. As the activities of the Russian Navy intensified in the North Pacific, tensions in the region began to escalate. Russia's aggressive moves, particularly off the coast of Japan and in the Courier Islands region, caught the attention of the international community. Simultaneously, the Chinese Navy's increased activity near Japan added to the growing concerns. These developments prompted the G7 summit to be held in Japan, where discussions revolved around addressing the rising tensions. In response to Russia's actions, the United States and its allies in NATO took drastic measures to safeguard their interests in the Pacific. The situation became even more serious when Russian submarines were spotted conducting exercises along the Japanese coast, elevating the level of concern to a new height. The Japanese government, in an effort to protect its sovereignty and security, dispatched a pair of F-35 fighters to intercept a Russian Il-20 reconnaissance aircraft that was flying over the Pacific Ocean, the Sea of Japan, and the coasts of Japan. While Japan provided limited information about the dispatch of the fighters, Russia remained silent on the matter. The escalating tensions in the Pacific, fueled by Russia's assertive moves and China's naval activities, have created a complex and volatile situation in the region. Additionally, another Russian Il-20 aircraft was detected heading towards Sado Island before changing course towards East Asia. While Japan's Ministry of Defense provided information on the dispatch of the fighters, they withheld further details regarding the mission. By intercepting the Russian reconnaissance aircraft, Japan demonstrated its readiness to closely monitor and respond to Russian military activities near its borders. Notably, Russia has not issued any official statements regarding these incidents. The lack of response from Russia further adds to the uncertainty and tension surrounding the situation. As Japan remains vigilant and monitors the ongoing activities in its vicinity, the episode highlights the delicate balance of power and the potential for further escalation in the Pacific. Revelations surrounding the alleged plans to attack Japan shed light on the motivations behind Russia's aggressive stance. Reports emerged regarding emails sent by a pseudonymous individual known as Wind of Change to Russian human rights activists and journalist Vladimir Osechkin, containing information about President Putin's intentions to attack Japan. According to these emails, Russia had been extensively preparing for a military conflict with Japan in August 2021. The Kremlin officials allegedly believed that Russia and Japan would enter a phase of acute conflict, potentially leading to war. The territorial dispute over the southern Courier Islands, which were annexed by the Russian Federation, was seen as the potential flashpoint for the conflict. The email suggested that Russia intended to employ propaganda tactics, portraying the Japanese as enemies akin to Nazis and fascists, to incite public animosity and rally support for military action. However, it is important to note that these tactics were reportedly used against Ukrainians instead, diverting attention from the original plan. The dispute over the ownership of the South Courier Islands has remained unresolved since the end of World War II. In August of the same year, Russia's military exercise, Vostok 2022, further heightened tensions in the Far East region. In response, Japan demanded that Russia exclude the disputed islands from military exercises, but Russia did not comply with these demands. The ongoing territorial dispute and Russia's assertive actions directly pitted Russia against Japan, exacerbating the potential for conflict. While the authenticity and precise details of the alleged attack plans remain uncertain, the dispute over the Courier Islands and the buildup of military forces in the region have underscored the fragility of the situation. The revelations highlight the geopolitical complexities and territorial disputes that continue to shape relations between Russia and Japan, while also emphasizing the potential for further escalation and the importance of diplomatic efforts to find a peaceful resolution. The geopolitical context and the evolving relationship between Russia and China play a significant role in shaping the dynamics of the region. As tensions persist between China and its neighboring countries, including Japan, the United States, and others, Russia's actions further complicate the geopolitical landscape. Following Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014, the country faced economic and political sanctions from the West. In response, Russia sought closer ties with China, leading to an increase in their economic and political cooperation. Shared opposition to the perceived expansion of Western influence in the Asia-Pacific region has strengthened the partnership between the two nations even more. China, in its pursuit of regional dominance, has actively sought to deepen cooperation with Russia. The two countries have joined forces in various international organizations, such as the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and BRICS, leveraging their economic and political power effectively. Presidents Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping's joint declaration, which highlights their strategic partnership, emphasizes their intention to redistribute global power and thwart the growth of organizations like NATO. Moreover, Russia's annexation of Crimea and its ongoing conflict with Ukraine have resulted in reluctance from the United States and European Union countries to engage in agreements with Russian energy companies. This has prompted Russia to turn to China for energy cooperation. However, the emergence of the United States as an energy exporter has provided alternative markets for China, diluting Russia's leverage in energy negotiations. Nevertheless, Russia sees its deepening cooperation with China as an opportunity to expand its options, particularly in the context of the Ukraine crisis. The support and partnership sought from China during this critical period, as exemplified by China's condemnation of Western sanctions against Russia, have provided Russia with some reassurance. Russia's willingness to rely on its ties with China during potential conflicts or in the face of possible sanctions demonstrates their strategic alignment. The evolving and flexible nature of China-Russia relations creates a complex dynamic in the region. Russia's pursuit of closer ties with China has both strategic and economic implications, influencing its actions in the ongoing territorial disputes and shaping its responses to Western pressures. As a result, the cooperation between China and Russia presents a formidable challenge to the interests of the United States and its allies in the region, ultimately shaping the overall geopolitical landscape. The economic relations between Russia and China have experienced significant growth and development in recent years. Both countries have recognized the importance of economic cooperation as a key pillar of their strategic partnership. Leaders from both countries have emphasized the significance of the economy in their bilateral relations and have sought to place economic activities at the center of their strategic partnerships. This has resulted in the signing of various agreements and the establishment of mechanisms to enhance economic cooperation between the two nations. The economic relationship between Russia and China extends beyond mere trade. It encompasses a range of areas, including energy cooperation, infrastructure development, technological collaboration, and financial integration. These initiatives have been formalized through joint projects such as the Belt and Road Initiative, led by China and Russia's Eurasian Economic Union. The sanctions have limited Russia's access to Western markets and investment, leading it to seek alternative economic partners, with China being a key player. Likewise, China's quest for diversification and resources has led it to strengthen economic cooperation with Russia. However, it is worth noting that the economic relationship between Russia and China is not without its challenges and complexities. While China has become a significant trading partner for Russia, the emergence of the United States as an energy exporter has affected Russia's leverage in energy negotiations. Moreover, there is a degree of flexibility and fluidity in China-Russia economic relations, making Russia vulnerable to potential shifts in China's priorities. Nonetheless, the economic collaboration between Russia and China has allowed both countries to deepen their economic and political influence, particularly in the face of Western pressures. It has also provided them with alternative markets and strategic options. As the global geopolitical landscape continues to evolve, economic relations between Russia and China will likely remain a significant factor in shaping regional dynamics and global power distribution. Hopefully, we will see you in the next video.